What is going on, folks? Welcome back to another episode of Cord Cutting After Dark. This is episode number 4. Today we're going to take a look at Google Fi, T-Mobile's TVision, and a couple other things. First, I'm going to start off with Google Fi. So Google, the creators of the Pixel and the Pixel and the Pixel at 3S. So apparently Google is offering phone service. Now, when I first found out about this, I was just going over the price, and with my current plan, I subscribe to Metro PCS. I pay $60 for unlimited data, talks, and text, and then I have 10 gigabytes of hotspot. Now, with Google Fi, you get, for $20, you get unlimited calls, unlimited text. That's for one person. Now, for each gigabyte of data, you're going to add $10 to your bill. So if you go up to 6, I believe it goes up to 60 gigabytes. So what they say is anything right here, data is slower, but it's still free for the rest of the month for anyone who uses over 15 gigabytes of data. So they estimate less than 1% of individual Fi users use above 15 gigabytes of data, and that's because with Google Fi, the phone, if you have their recommended phone, such as a Pixel or Nexus, it's going to automatically hop onto Wi-Fi networks as you're moving around town or moving around the country. It's going to automatically connect to Wi-Fi networks and give you the best service or the fastest speed. So that's how it works. But one thing I like about it is, if say you choose the 60 gigabyte plan, but for that month you want to use 2 gigabytes, Google is only going to charge you for your 2 gigabytes, and then they're going to adjust your next month for the whatever you used the previous month. So they're only going to charge you $40 and then start your next plan at 4 gigabytes. So it adjusts to what data you use. So that's one thing I like about it. But like I always say, this makes a great business phone or a secondary phone, and you can also port in your existing number. You can make international calls and so forth. So it's a great service. If I was in the market for one, I would definitely sign up for it. But you can also use your existing phone, and what they say is your existing phone won't have the same features as a Google recommended phone. So with a Google recommended phone, it's going to automatically find you the best network, the best coverage. So if you don't have a Google recommended phone, such as a Pixel phone, it won't automatically hop on the different networks for you. So, and the companies they are using, or the networks they are using, are the Sprint networks, T-Mobile networks, and the U.S. cellular network. So just something to think about, folks. Next thing we're going to take a look at is T-Mobile's TVision. I did a video on this earlier this week. Anybody out there have this, let us know. So T-Mobile has released a service called TVision, and it's limited, I believe, to 8 separate cities. And what it is it's competing with DirecTV, Dish Network, Comcast, all the cable companies. It's not competing with the streaming companies. And I thought that was interesting, because a lot of companies out here are competing with the streaming companies. Like Disney, you hear Disney Plus coming out with a $6 a month service, and obviously they're competing with the streaming companies. But for a company to come out and compete with the pay TV companies, I think that's real ballsy right there. I believe that they think the market is going to go in a different way, which I believe the market, once the dust settle at the end of 2019, 2020, people are going to start gravitating back over to pay TV. And I believe that's what T-Mobile want to already be there waiting for the people to come back with their 5G and their wireless set-top boxes. And going through the features of this service and what they have planned, it seems like this is all betting on the merger with them and Sprint being approved. So if that merger doesn't get approved, I will be real interested to see if this service is going to be still available. But looking at the pricing, as you can see, the pricing starts at $100. Now they say you get a $10 discount, but you're going to pay $10 a month for each set-top box. As you can see, you have to have the main box, and then each additional set-top box is going to be $10. So if you want a 2 TV setup, it's going to be $110. And then as far as the channels, let's go back here. Go ahead. Now, like I said, they're only available in select the markets, but as you can see, you get a lot of great content. You get Fox, TNT, A&E, ID, Cooking, CCTV, MGM, CBS. I mean, you get a lot of great channels. You get most of the popular cable stations. But as we go on, now these boxes are wireless, so I would say for the average household, you will have 3 set-top boxes, because there's really no need to have a 4th one, because you could just take one of the boxes out of your other rooms and then just carry it on to another area in your house. But if you want 4, your bill will go up to $130. But looking at it, the HBO add-on is $15. Showtime is $11. Stars $11. I mean, you get the picture right here. I mean, your bill can get pretty high, But I believe AT&T, they're competing with with companies like DirecTV, who are already high. And by the way, while we own companies that are losing subscribers, AT&T's DirecTV has lost over 500,000 subscribers this year. Verizon has lost over 53,000 subscribers this year. So, I mean, people are gravitating towards cord cutting. I mean, it's no secret, That's just what it is. People want to save money. People don't want to be locked into contracts. So another thing here I wanted to show you guys is the subscriber count for your Roku and your Amazon Fire TV. Now, even though Roku was released before, like 5 years before Fire TV has surpassed Roku in the number of users. So as of April for Amazon has over 30 million users for their Fire TV. And me personally, I think it's primarily due to Amazon having the Amazon Prime service. And, when you already have an account with someone, it's easier to sign up instead of creating a new password and stuff like that. So, but as of January 2019, Roku only has 3 million subscribers. And I also think it has a lot to do with the way their devices work. I just did a video on the Fire Stick connecting to surround sound, but the Roku doesn't have that many options as the Fire Stick. And that's crazy, because, I mean, are they playing it like Apple, or are they holding back some of the features? Like, I mean, because with a Roku, you can't connect to any Bluetooth device. I wonder, why is that? Because the software is out there. You could buy a $10 smartwatch and it'll connect to any Bluetooth device. Why can't the Roku player can't connect to any Bluetooth device? I mean, it crashes just like the Fire TV. It freezes up. I have to reboot it almost every day. I mean, there's really nothing special about it that makes it not. I just don't see the reason. Maybe I mean, Bluetooth does affect streaming speeds, but I don't think that's the reason. I think they're just holding back. They're taking the same approach Apple is taking and trying to create a dedicated or a loyal subscriber base, that's going to stick with them through their quirks and features. So next thing we're going to take a look at is AT&T Watch. Now, with AT&T Watch TV, man, I'm surprised a lot of people ain't talking about this. The service is only $15 a month, and it's free if you already have an AT&T Premium or Unlimited account. Now, the information for this service is hard to come by. The channel list is hard to come by. You have to actually go through third-party services, but they have all of the popular channels, and it's pretty much similar, like they say here, similar to Philo TV. You getting everything but sports. But if you watching NBA Finals, you had TNT, you had TBS, IFC, OWN. I mean, the Discovery, ID, the channels are there for $15. You're gonna get 35 plus channels. But you know, it's a lot of information that I couldn't see, or AT&T Watch didn't show me from the AT&T Watch home screen, even after I set up an account. So on this screen right here, I just want to show you guys, I'm on the second part of the screen after you create a password and so forth. But as you can see, HBO, now AT&T owns the rights to HBO, right? That's why they put it off of Dish Network. They charging $17.99 a month. Now let's go back to TVision. They only charging $15. What's the deal with that? You know what I'm saying? You see the games they play with us. Showtime, $13.99, $11. You see the games they playing with us. We got Stars and Cinemax, $13.99, $13.99. Stars and Cinemax for them, $11 and $20 for Cinemax. What's the deal with that? Come on now, what's going on? AT&T owns Cinemax. They put it off Dish Network. You know, what's the deal with that? So the other options are not available. So I mean, just the games they are playing with us, the numbers games they want to play with us. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Come on now, it's ridiculous. Now, just for, you know, for my skepticism, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with TVision. And we got Cinemax. They don't tell you the exact amount of channels. But, you know, both of them going to give you on-demand content. Both of them are going to give you, I mean, same thing, you know, that's why they playing games with us, you know. That's why I say, you know, just get used, if you can, get used to watching the free streaming platforms such as Tuba TV, Pluto TV, and even your over-the-air channels. You know, I have a page on my website that's dedicated to the over-the-air channels. Let's go back to it. Let's go over here. Just type in channel list. Right here. So I mean, free TV has a lot of great content. I mean, at least this one thing I have to say, at least with pay TV, you didn't have to worry about your price changing every 3 months, every 2 to 3 months. I mean, you could at least expect every year or two, but with streaming services, your price is going up every month, every 2 or 3 months. And that's just ridiculous. You know, they are, you know, they betting that people are going to set a peak. They're going to set a ceiling. No, you know how people set a budget, like, all right, if this goes above this price, I'm out. By that point, they already didn't got you. They didn't already got the money from you, because they're going to get 5 months from you at $60. Then they're going to get 4 months from you at $70. And then they're probably going to get 2 months from you at $80. That means they got their money from you. They gonna keep on raising the price till they get the money they want from you. Trust me, they got people doing research and doing their numbers. They know what they can get away with. They know what they can get away with, and they just using and abusing what they have. And you know, as the people, you and I, we all hold the power. So right here is my over-the-air channel list. Of course, you get ABC, NBC, ABC, Fox for free. The CW, PBS Kids Create, World TV, World View. You get Bounce TV, Comet for Sci-Fi. Check it out. I'm going to put a link to it. I mean, you got the Country Music Network. I mean, you have all these free networks that are there available. All they need is your eyeballs. And this one is available on a Roku. And it's also available free to air. So, I mean, just you know, I said to myself when I first started cooking, I'm going to get used to watching free content. Then I'm just going to adjust. So that way when things start disappearing, I won't be too bothered by it, you know. But you know, then again, I never went back to cable. So I mean, just don't fall for their okie doke. I see what they doing. I know where they going. Of course, Netflix is going to raise the price because the content holders like Disney, they're going to keep raising their prices. Turner, Discovery, they all gonna keep raising their pricing, you know, because they greedy like that. So, all right, so let's go ahead and check out some of these questions people have on Quora. Just a couple questions, and we're just gonna browse through them, see what they got. So this first one will reset my Comcast cable box, fix my DVR. For the most part, it will. Why doesn't Charter Spectrum release an app for devices other than the Samsung TV and Roku devices? How come some smart TVs don't have Bluetooth? I mean, you know, that's to watch YouTube TV on the Xbox One. Is a cable box needed, or will the Xbox One stream? What's the best free Roku channels that are compatible with Roku 2? Some of these, how does the remote work on the Amazon Fire Stick or Roku streaming stick? What is your favorite streaming channel? Okay, how do I link my Google Home to my Roku? What should I do to connect my Roku Smart TV to my Bluetooth? Which would you recommend, Chromecast? I would recommend the Fire Stick or the Roku. Or the Apple TV. I don't like anything that don't come with the remote. And the Chromecast doesn't come with the remote, so. And folks, the difference between a smart TV and a streaming device is a streaming device you can add apps. A smart TV you have to wait for them to add the app. So you can't just add an app on a smart TV, you know, like say, for example, my smart TV uses Pluto TV for live TV, so I can't replace that with Lowcast or Tuba TV. You know, I have to use what they have until they do an update and add Tuba TV, or I can cast Tuba TV from my phone. That's the difference between a smart TV and a streaming device. That's why I have a streaming device on my smart TV, because I have more control over it. What is the best 2 hours you can spend on Netflix? I would say I tell you what, I give you 10 hours. You watch all the IP Man movies. IP1, you watch that 3 times, and then you watch IP2 2 times. IP Man 3, I wasn't too fond about. Oh yeah, watch the Legend of the Drunken Master with Jackie Chan Part 2. And watch that. You know, I give you a whole day's worth of content. Even though I'm not subscribed to Netflix, I just know where the content's at because I'm waiting for it to come back to the free platforms. Why do people still want to use the cable television when there are options on Netflix and YouTube and most of the television set today? How do you connect cable cord to a TV? So some of these questions are, you know, just ridiculous. But, you know, people actually have these type of questions. Maybe they're just not wording them right. So what is the best technology you have in your home? Let's go ahead. And what's the benefits of not having cable television? I mean, you have more free time in your hand. I mean, 2 weeks ago I broke my phone and I've been unable to use it, and I refused to buy a new one. And I just noticed that I had more time in a day just by not having a cell phone, which was surprising to me. You know, it's like time just totally shifted differently when I didn't have a cell phone on me. So me, I'm a deep thinker. I just got to thinking like, you know, maybe cell phones are just plain evil. You know, maybe we're not meant to have everything at our fingertips. Maybe there's meant to be sort of a passage to get to one area to another. Like, for example, back in the day, your internet was in your computers was at home, so you had the option to where if you was on your way home from school or work, you had the option to get into something else or get sidetracked. But now, with your phone in your hand and being connected all the time, it kind of makes time move back quick. And it took for me my phone to actually break and me be without a phone for almost 2 weeks for me to realize that you actually spend a lot of time on the phone, and somehow it makes time speed. I'm still trying to figure that out. Without my phone, I was able to accomplish a lot more. And now I'm kind of trying to keep that going. So if I go out somewhere, if I go to the store or go to the park, I'll leave my phone at home. And that way, that's, just get more done without your phone in your hand, without being connected all the time. Pretty much. So that is it, folks. Ain't too much going on to this week. I'll catch you guys next week if something else going on. If you enjoyed the video, if you learned something, hit that subscribe button. Got any questions, let us know in the comment section, and I'll talk to you guys next time.